What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scotch the TY coming at you once again, hard body karate with some more Dragon Ball Legends action. And today we're going to be going over the challenge rush battle and basically what teams I used to do a full clear on this event. Now, this is one of the harder events that this game has ever put out. All of the teams, each character on the team is 3,500, and they're all mono based teams. Now, this event no matter what team you're using, there is a huge amount of random luck that is going to be factoring in, because the AI is getting so far advanced now that it's just going to, on a dime, just body you every single time. So you have to start getting, like, in these matches, you have to adjust to how that AI actually does battle. Before, what we used to do is we used to just strike cancel and then trick the bot into sidestepping so that you could go ahead and hit him. But now we can't really do that anymore. So now you have to rely more on counter vanishes and your timing issues. Do not sidestep in this event. Do not sidestep. Do not charge step. You are going to die. Because the second that you start doing that kind of stuff and you aren't putting out a lot of damage into these characters, it doesn't matter if you're stringing long combos, it doesn't matter if you're grinding for Dragon Balls, because every single one of these things is going to tank Rising Rushes like crazy. So ideally, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold your Rising Rush until they have between 500 and 600,000 HP, and you're going to try and push in then. But even then, there are, in some of these challenges, there are multiple different characters that you need to kill off first. So what we're looking at here is the team that I used to beat this event. I went through maybe 5 or 6 different variants of mono green teams before I finally sat down with my chat and was like, because yesterday's stream was literally 5.5 hours of me trying to beat some of these challenges, the hardest one being the red challenge because it's on family. But this event didn't take me that long once we got into the swing of things. Remember, in order to clear these challenges, you do need to bring one extreme character on your team. This event is all about giving you the equipment for extremes. So as you see, the main battle attacker, the main damage character that I was using was Buhan. Then we had the Piccolo to both heal, and when he uses his green card, Piccolo can actually put out some damage if you stack double greens. I was stacking double greens, and that Piccolo is actually dealing some relevant damage. Now, 17, in my opinion, is the best green that I had at the time. So he was the best green that the best green extreme that I could bring to this battle. And then, of course, you've got Yamcha and you've got Goku, who are both double boosters, and then you've got Android 19 or 20, I mean Android 20, who was really only here for the boost, his strike attack and strike defense boost for 17. That was really the only reason I even brought him in the first place. I felt like 17 wasn't getting enough of a boost to be super relevant here, whereas the other two were kind of just boosting each other. So Buhan was boosting Piccolo, so I wanted to slap an extra boost on it. Plus, I didn't really have any other strike boosters that I could throw on this team that were green, that would also cover 17 as well. But that's the team that I used. If you want to look at the equipment, I can show you the equipment real quick. So these were the 3 equips that I slapped on the 3 characters in order to do as much damage as possible. This event, not really that. The blue one wasn't really that bad, as long as you kill Vegeta first. So Vegeta's the target character, and then you're gonna work on Whis, or you can swap that and you can kill Whis first, because Whis has the least amount of defense of everybody on this team, I believe. So it was killing I believe in mine, what I did was I killed Whis, then I killed Vegeta, then went after the Goku. The Goku has a double health boost. So moving on to the Challenge Rush Green, this one was relatively easy for me. If you have any good purple, like if you have Vegito, you're not really going to have that tough of a time on this. But I did want to slap an extreme that could handle regeneration, so I took my 2 strongest purples, which in this case were Goten and Vegito, and then we slapped long hair Princess Trunks on the team as well. And once we built this team, we pretty much beat it on the first try. It was the first or second try with the purple team that we were able to decimate it. You did have the blast attack boost from Frieza. Then we have this big boy right here, my favorite team, my favorite back row booster for purples or reds. Look at this clean 35% strike attack for either purple or red. So I think that if you have this Vegeta and you have the stars on him, he's definitely a great character to bring. Other than that, you're going to want to bring some kind of strike booster in the back row. I slapped the extra, the 17 and the Frieza specifically for Goten. Neither one of the other two characters really hurt from having extra blast attack. You do want to wait with this. You do want to wait until the timer expires down to about, I want to say like 140 or something like that. What is his boost? I think 60 seconds in, he gets a huge boost. It's one of these. Yeah, so you wait for 30, 60 timer counts, and he's going to come in with a bunch of boosts, and then you can just pretty much obliterate everything. So you're going to jump around between Trunks and Goten, leaving the Vegito hanging out there for a little bit. In this one, you really want to take this thing out first. This is the one you want to kill first, because every time this comes in, it's going to start screwing with you. Then take out this, and then you can work on Buhan. That's the way that you're going to beat the purple. Or the green, the green rush. All right, moving into purple. Purple was one of the easiest ones. There are so many good yellow back rows and so many good yellow characters in this game that it wasn't that difficult to do it. The character that you are going to kill first, and he is going to be the tankiest son of a gun ever, and I do not understand why, is Chilled. Kill Chilled, start working on Cooler. Then you work on, like, the Freeze is going to be an easy kill. The Freeze is going to be an easy kill. You're going to be able to walk through it relatively quickly. But if you don't have Cell, this challenge is going to be extremely difficult. Now, since they are the Lineage of Evil team, you really don't want to use this Goku except for to tank some attacks. You're going to be using Tien and Cell a lot. Tien, pretty good. Boosts up his own attacks. Then you have just straight up strike back rows. You're going to be doing a lot of damage with this Cell. So this Cell is what's really going to carry you through, but you need to kill Chilled first, because if Chilled comes through, ideally you want to kill him before he pops his main ability, because once he pops his main ability, he's going to start he's going to tank everybody up. He's going to boost everybody's stats up. Then you have the crit swaps from Cooler, so it gets out of hand really quick if you're not careful. But this was the team. If you want to take a look at the equipment real quick, these were the equips that I brought. The new Extreme Yellow. I did beat this, and then I beat it once and then went back and slapped an Extreme on it and beat it a second time, and was able to get that Goku equipment. That Goku equipment, all of the Extreme equipment is dumb. Every stat gets boosted from it, which brings it up to basically sparking. But Tien, great card to bring for this. Other than that, I did forget. We'll go back to our challenge rush green real quick, and I'll show you my purple equips. I'll show you my purple equips real quick. I forgot to do that. There you go. There's the purple equipment. So yeah, I mean, the yellow wasn't really that bad. Yellow was actually the very first one I beat. Now we'll go into, or the purple, I mean, now the yellow. This was relatively easy as well. New Vegito and Gohan just decimate this thing. It's a little scuffed how easily it is. I brought B-Pan as my red extreme because B-Pan in herself is one of the most busted characters in this game, with just a lack of stats. Every single one of her attacks has some kind of status element on it, and once you break through the immunity on those characters, they're just gonna start draining. They're gonna leak. So you can just start picking them apart slowly. So B-Pan, great card. Great card to use for this. Gohan is just Gohan. He's the strongest red in the game. And then Vegito, I got him up to 5 stars, figured why not use him. Again, let the timer counts expire before you really start pushing with him. And then my favorite back row character, again, Vegeta coming in hot. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta coming in hot with his 35% strike attack boost. And then I did have 2 blast attack boosters for the Gohan. If we want to look at equipment, this is the equipment that I used for this event. As you can see, a lot of strike attack on Pan, and then, you know, a little bit of stuff, you know, Vegito, I didn't have the fusion yet. I didn't have the fusion equipment yet. I only had the old one. I only had the Veku equipment. Okay, don't haze me. Don't harass me, fam. But that's pretty much what we did for that one. And then last but not least, the absolute hardest mission here. The hardest mission of any of them for me personally, because I don't have Gogeta. I don't have Gogeta Blue, so this was the hardest mission for me. It took me about 2.5 hours, maybe close to 3 hours, to beat this mission on stream. My chat was going nuts. They were lending me all their energy. This mission is insanely freaking difficult because this Goten is so damn busted on this team. Let me tell you, okay, this Goten smited, like he smited me with his blue card. Like my blue Goku, okay, was at 900,000 and I got one shot by this Goten. So the way that you beat this event, the way that you beat Challenge Rush Red, is you need to kill Goten within the first 40 timer counts. When 140 clicks on that timer count, if you haven't done a certain amount of damage, Goten swaps out and you're not going to see him again for a while. Now what this thing does, and I kid you not, there were so many freaking times last night where I would attack this Goten and then he would swap into Gohan. He would, you know, dance around Gohan, and then he would swap to Goten and then immediately swap into the Goku. So the AI is smart enough to know that that Goten needs to stay alive. It's smart enough to know that that Goku needs to die. So once that Goku dies, this team is very, very difficult to beat. I'm not even sure I could, like, you can't beat it without Gogeta if that Goku dies first. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hard rush into this Goten as fast as possible. You're going to want to deal as much damage as possible. The trick that I was ended up, again, I played against this stupid AI probably 50 times, 60 times before I finally, like, got that God mode RNG and was able to push, because I played against this thing enough times where I was literally counting off in seconds every single move it was doing. I'm sitting there talking to my chat. I'm like, all right, he's gonna swap to Goku now. Okay, he's gonna do this. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do this. 40 seconds, 140 on the timer clock. Okay, Goten's gonna, like, 145. Goten's gonna swap out of 140. Boom. 140 hits. Goten immediately swaps out. So it's like, if you don't deal a certain amount of damage to this thing ASAP Rockies, you are going to lose this 10 out of 10 times. You need to kill Goten first. You need to, the strat that I was using was, I started with EX Goku, which, you know, I was getting hazed a lot. I was like, why aren't you using the Evil Boo? Why aren't you doing this? My Evil Boo was at level 1. I just pulled him yesterday. I haven't had the time to train him up, and on top of that, I had to train up a dozen freaking characters up to 3,598 just for this event. So I sat there and was like, I do not have the energy to do this. I do not have the resources to do this. So I just couldn't get a better extreme. Now, on the plus side, while this Goku is scuffed, and you are basically down to two characters, Gohan and Super Saiyan Blue, the Goku is a meat shield who you can kind of bait out the vanish pretty quickly with the Goten. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with the extreme Goku, swing, he's going to vanish, or you're going to vanish, attack him, he's going to vanish, immediately swap into Gohan, swing, vanish, jump into Goku just beat down, get him down to about 500 or 550 or 550k or 600k and Rising Rush, and hope your Rising Rush lands, because at 550,000, which was the golden number for me yesterday, was when you killed this with a Rising Rush. I was able to kill this within the first 20 seconds of the match because I was in, man. We were going hard body karate against this thing, and it was intense. My chat was losing their mind. It was great. I might actually clip some of that and do some highlights on the stream, or I might throw up some of the videos over the next couple of days for these events. But this was just a quick tutorial guide. Now, the reason behind this back row, so you have the double attack boost from Deborah, but more so than that, the most important two characters for this team are the Son Gohan Ultimate and the Goten. The two of them brought so much boost for blast attack that my Goku was like 180k% or 180% to blast attack. So like, it was ridiculous. Once he got rolling and once he got in the groove, that thing was destroying things. But the problem was how quickly this mission just swaps back and forth. But yeah, guys, please kill Goten first. I have never hated a character more than I hated that Goten. Actually, I wanted to show you guys the equipment real quick. This was the equipment that I brought. Again, it's just pure blast attack on the Goku, and then some strike attack and a little bit of blast on the Gohan. And then again, I didn't really care about the Goku. There was no way in hell this Goku was doing any damage. Extreme Goku wasn't doing any damage. There was a couple of times where if you popped his main and then popped 2 green cards, then you would be like kind of doing something to him. It'd be like, instead of flicking him with a rubber band, you were kind of like slapping him. But Goku's there as a meat shield. Use him so that your two characters don't take damage. Don't forget Gohan heals the other two, so Extreme Goku's literally there as a meat shield. You're down one character if you're gonna try and challenge beat this. But guys, that is all I've got for you today. I will see you in the next video. I will see you in the next stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, trigger the notification bells. Also, we stream every day on Twitch, guys. If you want that extra little bit of content, swing over to the Twitch, twitch.tv/ScotchTY. All right, and hang out, drop a follow maybe. But guys, until next time, my name is Scotch the TYE, and I came at you hard body karate. I'll see y'all later. Peace. Boom.